Coming up on Cedar Valley today, ABC Family will be changing their name.
And a strange box buried on the Wartburg campus prompted a call to the police.
And you see them everywhere. Find out how wind turbines ended up in some local areas. This is Cedar Valley Today. Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Kaylin Thompson.
And I'm Christina Alexander. Waverly officers responded to a call Sunday concerning a mysterious box found buried outside the Wartburg College's chapel. Police took emergency precautions due to an incident that occurred earlier at a choir concert. What they found inside was a surprise.
Opened it, then we located that there was three Bibles that were inside the safe. We actually got a hold of the chaplains or the pastors there on campus, and they actually said they weren't Bibles from the college. They'd never seen those.
The names of 2 attorneys have been forwarded to the Iowa Governor's Office to fill an upcoming judicial vacancy. Jennifer Chase, a Dubuque native who works for a Waterloo attorney practice, and Linda Fangman, the Black Hawk County attorney, were chosen as a finalist for the slot that was held previously by Judge Todd Geer. Governor Terry Branstad has 30 days to make an appointment.
A bus EM visited Wartburg College yesterday to help students explore issues of Midwestern history. The retrofitted bus looks at how the Midwest developed differently and how Iowa's settlements were unique. The free museum bus is visiting all 99 counties within the next 18 months.
According to the American Wind Energy Association, Iowa was first in the nation for generating the most electricity from wind power in 2014. The growing presence of wind turbines in local communities contributed to that achievement, specifically a wind farm in Fayette County. From windmills to wind turbines, wind energy in Iowa has come a long way throughout the years. Clean energy companies like RPM Access are making wind turbines more visible by creating wind farms in Iowa counties.
We looked at these areas and we knew that the bigger turbines were available, so we ended up putting a tower that's 100 meters in the air with a 100-meter swept area. So it ended up being a very, very good area for these turbines.
Fayette County was chosen for the Hawkeye Wind Farm, which has a total of 15 wind turbines. Hawkeye Wind Energy Project Administrator Kevin Lease said the first step in the project was finding a place for all of the wind turbines to go.
We actually start looking at the plat book and look at ownership of who owns the land and stuff, and then we just make what we call a cold call. So that's like me asking you out for a date. See, you're going to say, well, do I want to go out on the date with this? And that's the same with the farmers. We have to say, hey, guess what? Can I come into your homes and can I talk to you about wind energy? So
RPM Access had to go around to local farmers and ask if they could place the wind turbines on their properties. One of those farmers was Kevin Bergman.
There's a company that started this up, and they went around to area farmers that they did a survey to see where it was suitable to put these windmills as far as the wind speeds and stuff.
If the farmer agreed to the 30-year contract, the company could take some of their farmland to make room for the wind turbine.
believe it or not, a lot of people think that the wind turbines take a lot of property out when, actually good farmland. On this project here, I think if you take a look at it, a lot of times we land those on the fence line. So we take very little.
Bergman lost less than an acre of land that he isn't able to farm anymore. Because of this, the company pays the farmers a yearly wage for compensation.
It's very, very close to just about purchasing that piece of that 1 acre of land that we take about 3/4 of an acre out for that wind turbine. And it's just about like buying that piece, that 1 acre every year. They get compensated for it. So it's very, very close to that.
Lease says it starts at a fixed rate for the first year, but can increase in following years.
Usually the people are fairly receptive to this. I developed this project back when corn prices were $2 and maybe $3, and so they were looking, extra revenue was a good thing for those guys. So
even though the company owns the wind turbines, Lease says the farmers think of them as their own because they are on their property.
they take ownership of it, and they, just as much as they get up in the morning and see if the sun's coming up. They look out there to see if their wind turbine's turning. You know, it becomes their little thing to watch.
Well, it's a clean renewable energy. It's, you know, it hardly affects, you know, anybody really. You know, people think that they're ugly or whatever. I kind of like them. They're pretty in the backgrounds always, and get up in the morning, sometimes it's just a pretty scene looking at them. So.
Lee says it costed approximately $4 million to install each wind turbine. He also says the project will bring in excess of $18 million worth of tax revenue into the counties, which will benefit local school districts. And after the break, Volkswagen makes cuts due to an emissions scandal.
Stay with us.
Whether you live in an older home or you're building a new one.
There are always ways to save energy and money.
And Mid-American Energy can help.
I needed better insulation. With Mid-American Energy, I got a $1,000 rebate, and I cut my energy bills by 50%.
With Summer Saver, Mid-American Energy pays us to control our AC.
And with all the programs we've used,
We're able to save money now
and be energy efficient for years to come.
The power's in your hands with Mid-American Energy.
Connecting you and me and the world. Waverly Utilities. Making life better, making life easy. Waverly Utilities.
Whether you live in an
Republican
old
presidential candidate Jeb Bush made an appearance in Davenport yesterday.
The former Florida governor spoke to voters at the GOP Ronald Reagan dinner. Bush criticized progressive liberals for making it more difficult for businesses to create jobs and make an income. The Republican candidate says Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders will go above and beyond in spending. A Bush supporter also took shots at Clinton's Benghazi investigation.
Need to show Hillary that the only thing she's going to need is a new pantsuit, which is orange with big numbers on the back.
Hillary Clinton responded during a trip to Muscatine yesterday. She says her plans for Wall Street will be revealed next week and that her plan is more comprehensive than reinstating an old banking law that separated commercial and investment banks. But Clinton pulled no punches when it came to Republican criticism.
I hear the Republicans talking from time to time in their debates and elsewhere, and they say things like, oh, I don't know what she accomplished as Secretary of State. She didn't accomplish anything. I listened to that for a while. And then I thought, you know, maybe they just don't know. So I have now sent each of them a copy of my book, Hard Choices, about what we did during those 4 years. So, you know, there are so many of them, they could have a book club.
Volkswagen was forced to make around $7 billion in budget cuts. Volkswagen is cutting non-essential spending to cope with the huge cost of its emissions cheating scandal. The automaker's new CEO, Matthias Müller, delivered the news to VW workers at a meeting in Germany. Volkswagen had set aside over $7 billion to deal with the problem. No word of job cuts yet, but it is likely it will have to be considered. Volkswagen employs 600,000 people worldwide.
And now we will take a quick look at your weather.
You're an active person. You always want the best from your body. And when an injury slows you down, you turn to the best. At the Waverly Health Center Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Linda Martin, nurse practitioner Carrie Van E., and the health center team offer cutting-edge technology and personal patient-centered care. Knee and hip injuries, muscle strains and tears, no matter what sidelines you. Let our team get you back in the game. Waverly Health Center. We make a difference you can feel.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what is trending in the Cedar Valley this morning. Root Cosmetics is celebrating a very special day today. Root Cosmetics in Waverly shared on Facebook that they are celebrating their second year in business today. Brand new and limited edition products will be offered at a party starting tonight at 6 p.m. Root's makeup artist Ivy Boyd and the 2015 spokesmodel Liz Quick will be there to offer makeup advice on the ultimate girls' night. And a new business is opening today in Waverly. Belgian's Breakfast and Brew is a new breakfast place next to the Fainting Goat. It was posted on Facebook. They will be serving Belgian waffle dishes, American fried breakfast, omelets, and many other breakfast favorites. The restaurant will also serve freshly brewed coffee and specialty drinks. Waterloo Fire and Rescue were honored last night with a very special award.
The Firefighter and Paramedic of the Year awards were presented. Waterloo Fire Rescue tweeted out this year's 2015 Firefighter of the Year, which went to Captain C. Renninger, and Paramedic of the Year, which went to Brock Welliver. The awards were presented by Chief Treloar. And a shout out to the University of Northern Iowa's men's golf team. They brought home the team title at the 2015 Zach Johnson Invitational held at Glen Oaks Country Club yesterday in West Des Moines.
And after the break, ABC Family is going under name changes.
Stay with us.
You're an active person. You always want the best from your body. And when an injury slows you down, you turn to the best. At the Waverly Health Center Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Linda Martin, nurse practitioner Carrie Van E, and the Health Center team offer cutting-edge technology and personal patient-centered care. Knee and hip injuries, muscle strains and tears, no matter what sidelines you. Let our team get you back in the game. Waverly Health Center. We make a difference you can feel.
General Mills is recalling 1.8 million boxes of the cereal labeled as gluten-free. Issues offloading flour at a California facility may have caused the contamination of 4 days' worth of product. This recall affects Honey Nut Cheerios and Classic Cheerios in the yellow box with the better if used by date of July 14, 2016. General Mills ordered boxes still at the warehouse and on store shelves to be returned.
ABC Family is undergoing a name change. This winter, the Disney-owned channel will change its name to Freeform. ABC Family President Tom Askiam says the change will reflect the younger audience that the channel is aimed towards. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.
When was the last time you got hyped up about your checking account? It's easy at State Bank. With Hype Checking, you can earn up to 2.04% APY on balances up to $25,000. Plus, get a free debit card with unlimited transactions, reimbursement up to $15 in ATM fees per cycle, free online banking, mobile banking, bill pay, and more. Get hyped up at State Bank with checking that earns you more. Open yours today. State Bank. Community-minded, customer-focused. Member FDIC.
It's internet and TV like never before. Introducing Extreme. With extreme flexibility to watch live TV on your favorite devices in your home, plus the power to watch your DVR shows on the go. Extreme speeds up to 150 meg and an ultra-fast Wi-Fi system built for multi-streaming HD. You can even access popular apps on your TV. Simple, powerful, extreme. New from MediaCom.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great day, Cedar Valley.